Okay, this is a quick tutorial on tiny reactors. One, do not put any of these blocks in Project E. It will mess up tiny reactors because of the way Project E saves them. You will need the wrench, and the smallest size you can build is a 3x3, which the bottom is always the casing. I'm going to do a 5x5 just to show y'all. The controller could be anywhere in the middle. The corners are the pillars or the casing. There's 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5. Okay, now you can either put glass on the outside, or you could put heat sinks on the outside. I prefer to use heat sinks because they allow you more control over the heat. The top part, you've got vents. You've got 3 different vents with each one of them giving you an offset. They go at the top, like so. Now, once the reactor is up and running, you shift right click to open the vents to cool it off more. There you go. Now, this is the combiner. I will explain that here in a minute. This is the energy port. Goes there. That is where you hook up your cables to hook up to whatever machines or anything else you're doing. The waste port. The waste port is where things, the waste comes out as it heats up. For the inside of a tiny reactor, you will use either a ore block if you want to, or a solid diamond block, emerald block, something like that, depending on what mod pack you're running. So you fill it up with this, and depending on how the mod pack is configured depends on which one does what. It says inactive. Once you built it like that, you hook up your cable or whatever and run it to your machines. Now, you can do this one of 2 ways. One, you could power it, pre-warm it, which the sounds are loud for some reason. I guess nobody turned it down. Pre-warm it lets you see how high the temperature gets. That way you can adjust the vents or the heat sink to the blocks that you're using on the inside. Now, as the tiny reactor runs, if you put a chest right there, it will output radioactive ingots. Now, you take those radioactive ingots and you put them in here with this powered, and it will combine it into another fuel source that you can put back in there, if they have that turned on. Some mod packs use tiny reactors that does not use the fuel as it's running. And that's it. With the tier 1, there is no control. It's either on or off. With a tier 2, you can control it with a red signal. But after it's pre-warmed, just hit enable. And then we also have a capacitor that you could put in the line. Not in the structure, but in the line. So you'd have a cable going from here to here, and it will tell you how much it's stored and the capacity and all that. That's about it. If you got any questions, hit me up on Twitter.